Today we're heading out to Lake Wateree, South Carolina, to do a little catfishing. We need to put a little bit in the freezer. We're about out of catfish, so we're gonna go out and try to do a little night fishing for cats. And I'll show you my setup, my lights I use, and what bait worked for us tonight. I'll show you my setup on my pontoon tonight. We tried a bunch of different baits tonight, but only one worked. We got in the water around 7 p.m. We finally found a few bites around midnight, and we fished till about 2 a.m. before we left. And we didn't catch a lot. We got a few, and we had a good time. But we did catch enough to bring home. We had a good time, and looking forward to the next trip. This is my setup here. Running the Minn Kota power drive with co-pilot. Don't have iPilot. We're running the Millennium spider lock rod holders on both sides, and they're removable, so use them in the other boat too. And we got some rod holders set up across the back. And these lights here I picked up at work. They were going to throw them away on one of my previous jobs because the plug was crushed on them. But they're 12-volt lights with an adapter. I just cut the adapter off and hooked it up 12 volts, and they work real good. Got two of those. Here the lights are. Hooking them up to a battery. I usually hang one of these on each corner of the boat on the rear, and they'll light up the whole back end of the boat. This is a clamp-on light from Ozark Trail. You got a white, you got black light, and you got a red light. These are the Braun rechargeable lights. I'll go over these a little bit at the end of the video. I run 4 of these. They're portable. Right here, I got them hanging up on the canopy with a couple of bungee straps. Got one on each side, and it lights up the boat. And you can put these anywhere. Keep these on here too. This little flap opens up. It's got a charging port where you can charge the light, and it's also got a USB port where you can charge the cell phone off the light too. Got indicators that lets you know this one here's about dead. It's only got 1 bar. This light's got 2 bright and dim, 2 settings on it. I keep 2 of those in the boat. Here we getting ready to head out to Lake Wateree. Just on the lake, heading to our destination to try to find us a spot to fish. Turned out to be a beautiful afternoon. This was our first location. Here we were really just throwing around, trying to catch some bait fish or some perch or something. Now I'm playing with the drone. I hadn't got to play with it a whole lot, so I was trying to get a few shots. Some of the views we had looking back across toward Clearwater Cove back that way. Lake Wateree still has some of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen. Gorgeous sunset. This was the moon shining after we got into our spot. Finally getting in some action here. We start to catch a few. This fish here was actually the biggest one we caught tonight. Another one in. This one here is a little smaller. We tried some cut herring and shad and even tried some shrimp, but they just wasn't touching it. The only thing they were biting tonight was that sewer bait. But we did end up with a few, enough to bring home and clean and put in the freezer. This light here is similar to the one I use. It must have 12 volts. It can have a 110 adapter, but the light itself must be 12 volts to be able to use it with your battery. This light came from Walmart. It's the Ozark Trail brand. It has 3 white, 3 red, and 3 black lights in it. These are Braun underhood lights. One's 1200 lumen for $75. One's like 875 for $30. I've got 4 of these in my boat. They last 3 or 4 hours a night with no issues whatsoever. I like them because they're portable. I can put them anywhere on the boat. I use bungee straps and I can put them anywhere I need light. This is another Braun light from Harbor Freight for $28. I keep 2 of these on my boat. I can put them on a pedestal or or just hold them in my hand or wherever I need to put them. And these, along with the other Braun lights, are all rechargeable, and they'll last several hours on a charge. This is the bait we were using tonight. This is the only thing that worked for us. We had some other bait, but this is the only thing that was working for us tonight. And it smells just like it sounds, but the catfish love it. These are the little tubes we use to put the bait on. You can pick these up at any Walmart or Academy Sports or just about anywhere. And these are the rod and reel combos we use. These are Shakespeare Tiger Sharks. $30. We've used them for years and years and years, and they've not had any issues with them. So you don't need the high dollar fancy rod and reels to go fishing with. And lastly, these are the rod holders I'm using. These are the Millennium Spider Lock. We use these because they're removable, and I can put them on the pontoon when I need it on the pontoon, or I can put it on the express boat when we need to go spider rigging for crappie.